Throughout the last 30 days, I trained like superheroes. That's right, I embarked upon a quest to transform my body from being a fat, chubby little boy to a fit, swole beast. And how did I intend on doing this? Well, none other than the most practical workout regimen I could think of. That's right, the very same workout routine that made One Punch Man, the fabled godlike entity, to become the strongest superhero in the world. All at the cost of losing his hair and becoming bald in the process. Here's what I did. One 10-kilometer run every day, which is roughly 6.2 miles. 100 push-ups every day, 100 sit-ups every day, and 100 squats every day. That's it. The results of my training were pretty interesting. What? 174.9 pounds. Here's what happened. Alrighty folks, as you can see, after a solid week of vacationing in the islands off the mainland and too much time sitting at a desk, it seems as if I've gotten to be a pretty chunky monkey these days. Here's a look at my visceral fat, which is apparently defined as the fat that basically protrudes from your stomach, etc., can damage your internal organs, all that good stuff. But yeah, it's no doubt that I'm not very defined right now. There's some muscle on the arms here, a little bit of muscle, a little bit of pec muscle. Definitely don't have abs right now. Look at this belly's just drooping. Anyways though, you get the picture. I'm a fat dude right now. This shouldn't be that difficult, I don't think. Alrighty folks, 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 sit-ups starting now. And day one of my training had begun. The first day, and of course, the worst day. Throughout this entire workout, I felt a little short of breath, I'll admit. And I basically knocked out my push-ups, sit-ups, and squats by doing 33 of each exercise in 3 different intervals. And then I went on the dreaded run. Just finished my first lap, and I just get bored out here running. And since I didn't want to get burned out too quick, I decided that I would run roughly 4.6 miles the first day and then gradually work up to 6.2 miles in the next 2-3 days. But as it turns out, I ended up running 5 miles day one. Day one weigh-in. Okay, let's see what we got here. 171.8 pounds. Okay, 5.5 miles later, here's my body. My kneecaps, a lot of pressure on my body as I ran those 6 miles. As you can see, they've tensed a little bit, those runner's knees. The push-ups, sit-ups, squats, easy. All 30 days should be easily achievable. It's kind of a day-by-day situation right now, but I'm just trying to drink a ton of water. I'm gonna figure out my diet tomorrow. I'm thinking high protein, low carbs, a little bit of veggies here and there, some fruits. And maybe I'll be yoked at the end of this, who knows. Day 2. Alrighty guys, just woke up from my first day of training with the One Punch Man challenge, and I'm gonna weigh myself just to see if I lost any weight while I slept. 169.9. As of now, I'm roughly 2 pounds less heavy than I was last night, so making progress. The diet. Alrighty guys, I bought a bunch of groceries right here, and here's my goal from breakfast to lunch to dinner throughout these next 30 days. I'm gonna try to eat 2 pieces of fruit in the morning to give myself that nice little taste of sugar that I generally crave, whether it be cereal or pastry that's high in garbage. So I'll just be eating more organic fruits and whatnot in the morning, which is seemingly healthy, but I don't know what I'm talking about once again. For lunch, I'll be eating at Panda Express probably every day. I'll be getting grilled teriyaki chicken, high protein, pretty clean piece of meat, maybe a little bit of fat on there. And for my side, I'll probably be getting that veggie mix. For dinner, I plan on making an all-egg white omelet going on here combined with these bell peppers right here. So what we're doing here is eliminating all of the trash foods that I generally eat, like cereal, candy bars, potato chips, all that trash. Now I'm just going to snack less, eat more fruit, and eat more protein, eliminate a lot of the carbs. Hopefully I'm a slim fit beast at the end of this, we'll see. And the grind began. 33% complete, roughly 9.5 minute pace, 9 minutes. 30 seconds, 300 seconds per lap, 6 more laps to go. Not gonna lie guys, I'm already feeling a little sore here. Despite the weakness of my body, I continued to push through, knowing that a godlike physique wasn't birthed in one night. Just finished day 2's workout. Not gonna lie, it was kind of hard. I'm gonna go run my 10 kilometers now. My legs are still sore as hell. Time to dig in. 171.1. Just a quick little shot of the legs here. They're definitely looking a little more ripped. I'm pretty convinced anyone can just get up and run 6 miles. It just takes a lot of time to actually run that distance when you're slow like me right now. Day 3. Not gonna lie, squats have become, without a doubt, the most difficult exercise out of the 3, just because my legs are so dead after running 6.5 miles prior. Lap 2 complete. Biggest difficulty about running is boredom. hunger and having to take a dump. It's roughly 7 p.m. right now. Just want to give you guys a brief idea of what I'm eating for dinner exactly. 4 eggs, I think, with 2 yolks inside, some leftover steak, 3 to 4 little baby slabs of steak, so pretty high protein, quite a bit of cholesterol as well. Day 3 dad bod. You know, still looking a little fat here. I'm trying to see if there's any real definition. Oh, not really. Stomach, still don't really have abs. Yeah, not a ton of progress thus far. 27 more days to go. And not gonna lie, after the first 2-3 days or so, time really did begin to fly. But the grind was nonetheless a grind. It ended up taking me roughly 60 to 70 minutes to run 6.2 to 6.4 miles daily, and that's a lot of time to run for a straight period of time. And throughout this first week, my weight was fluctuating roughly plus or minus 2, 3, and even sometimes 4 pounds since my baseline test. While I continued to eat Panda Express for almost each and every day throughout the 30-day period, I admit, sometimes cheat and eat something like In-N-Out or just some basic sugar, cereal, etc. Because for Christ's sake, I was hungry and I was burning roughly 800 calories per run, putting me at a massive deficit. Yet, nonetheless, I was still not losing any weight. Day 7. Okay, I'm gonna say one thing. I definitely cheated on the supposed diet I imposed upon myself. I ate a slice of cake today, sugar-covered strawberries, these little chocolate things, and I also ate a sausage McMuffin. Now, apparently I have zero self-control, but let's see the results thus far. The pec's somewhat more defined. Other than that though, looks like I'm still a fat ass. 1 week in, even when I flex super hard, definitely don't have the Dorito triangle of strength quite yet. Definitely have some fat to lose. Even when I'm burning 800 calories in that run every day, apparently I'm not losing weight. Gained 2 pounds as of my last measurement. I'll measure today. Maybe that was a fluke because I hadn't taken a fat ass dump yet, but it looks like as of now, haven't achieved much progress thus far. Pray for me. And the grind resumed. Day 7, weight. What? 174.9 pounds means I've gained almost 3 pounds in the last 7 days. Apparently I've gained 3 pounds in 7 days. We can only pray to Jesus that's muscle, but judging by my stomach, doesn't look like it. I don't understand why that's the case. I've been eating pretty lean for the most part. Honest to God, I think if I were to take a dump right now, I would lose 3 pounds. I was in denial. So logically, I decided to resume the same monotonous, life-draining grind that is One Punch Man's unstoppable workout regimen. Yet I wasn't quite feeling the results. Absolutely bored of running at this point. 8 days in, just finished my workout, about to go grab my Panda Express, but looks like there is a little bit of definition actually the more I think about it. Maybe I just needed to take a dump. I may have actually lost weight, and if I didn't, I think I built it back in muscle, in the calves, quite honestly. We'll see though. 173.1. Day 9, slowly but surely getting closer to yokedom. Okay guys, today is day 10 out of 30 of running 10 kilometers, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. Basically what that means is that I've ran roughly 56 miles in the last 9 days with no conditioning prior. These are facts. Which is fine, right? My heart's relatively strong. My cardiovascular abilities here are completely manageable. The issue is in the legs, okay? When I've started running the last few days, immediate pressure in the shins. And I've had shin splints in the past. What that means is that if I want to get through this next 20 days, I'm gonna have to take 1-ish day off, meaning I'm just gonna walk the 6 miles just to give my legs, my shins, and my kneecaps a little bit of break, not as much pressure on the body. And this day was one of 2 days in which I would walk the majority of the distance, and it took me almost 2 whole hours to complete the run. Day 10. Alrighty folks, we are 10 days into training like a superhero, aka Saitama from One Punch Man, and here's where we're at thus far. Here's one of the biggest problems I've noticed is that, first of all, my diet has gone extremely downhill the last 3 days or so. Abs formed a little bit, I guess. Still pretty chubby. Biceps strengthening a bit. A little more symmetry in the pectorals going on here. May have lost some muscle in here, but overall still pretty fat. I only had 20 days left to get unfat, or rather, fit. These allergies are making me physically cry. 174.4 pounds. And that's just what I would do, or at least that's what I thought. However, here's an accurate visual representation of my progress thus far.
There you go. Look at you, big guy. Like a big kid. Oh my God. What is your deal? What is going on?
Anyways, folks, this is day 14. It is currently midnight, 12:15 a.m. I believe. Sorry for the late workout. I just got done with my push-ups and stuff. I was spending 24 hours in virtual reality. That's why I'm not on schedule. Grind time, day or night. Day 15, baby. It appears as if I'm cutting a little bit. Okay, I broke the scale. Close to what I was at in day 1. Gained 0.7 pounds. Today is day 16 of getting swole in 30 days. Let's do a quick gain check. Looking slightly more gained up on the upper torso here. However, the stomach has gotten a little tubby, I must say. Still some visceral fat. The biceps have toned out a bit. The arms are getting somewhere. I think the last thing we need to solve here is the ab situation, or lack thereof.
14 days left to achieve abdominal perfection.
Day 17, day 18. Not bad at all. You guessed it. Day 19, baby. Vroom, vroom. Day 20. It's officially been 20 days since we started the superhero training exercise, whatever you want to call it. And to be honest, my body's pretty tired. It's starting to take a little bit of a physical toll. We're working out the same parts of the body every day without really much rest. But anyways, let's see the results thus far. Slightly more symmetry on the pectorals here. Abs, you know, there's actually some visibility when I flex, I will say. Okay, we're getting somewhere there. But here we have a little bit of a muffin top going on here. Arms, you know, nothing to brag about. A little bit of definition. Same going on here. That's about it. You know, this stomach fat seems pretty difficult to get rid of. Interestingly enough, you know, I'm still a little chubby in the stomach. The upper half looks not too bad. But with that being said, it's difficult to lose fat considering, you know, you have to have a caloric deficit. I end up burning 800 calories during the run, and then I'll end up eating 1,000 calories when I come back, which is interesting because I don't think I'm consuming 3,000 plus calories a day. Probably only a little over 2,000 plus, I think. So I may have a slight deficit. Here's where we're at day 20, folks. 172.8. Not bad at all, actually.
10 more days left.
Day 21. Day 22. Rocking the Mark Zuckerberg shirt. Allergies are starting to kick in, slowly make my eyes tear, and my nose run forth like the Niagara Falls. Day 23. Those are pretty difficult. Day 24. Reaching maximum capacity. Day 25. Night run. Only 5 more days to go.
Quick progress recap.
171.8. Last night I finished the 25th workout, so let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so as you can see, there's a little bit of abage going on here. Some symmetry, some definition going on in the pecs somehow, just with some push-ups, I guess. Arm muscle, a little more defined, I suppose. Here's an upright angle with a minor flex on my end. Heavy flex, hardest flex. The abs at least. One thing worth noting are the calves. And other than that, my knee joints are just in constant pain. My inner thighs just get chafed when I run, so they're all bloodied and scabbed. That's really about it. The muscles, my arms, my pecs, my abs don't really hurt too much. It's more so my leg joints and my knees that are really feeling the brunt of the pain. But only 5 more days to go, and we'll see how this all turned out. Grind time. Day 26, we're almost there. Running in the heat of the day. This is the part where I cue the non-copyright Rocky theme.
Happened.
Day 30. I'm done. I did it. Okay, this is that interesting angle, but we got some abs going on here, some pectoral symmetry, decent armage going on here.
And I weighed 167 at the last day's weigh-in. 30-day recap.
Throughout the last 30 days, I ran roughly 185 miles, which is quite a bit. I ran those 180 miles at an average pace of 11 minutes and 30 seconds per mile, which isn't that fast, but this is an endurance exercise, if you will. It's whatever. So in that sense, I'm pretty satisfied. Not bad, not too shabby.
I did 3,000 push-ups, 3,000 sit-ups, 3,000 squats. You know, that's not too bad. Day in and day out, that's pretty achievable. That's probably the easiest part of this entire exercise. The most difficult part of this exercise was trying to stay true to that diet. That basically was just Panda Express, teriyaki chicken, and veggies. And I will admit, I cheated on the diet here and there. I had a Pizookie on Mother's Day, actually, so that was probably my biggest cheat. And it's tough because you're burning 800 calories on the run. So what that means is that I'm either super tired after I run, or I have to eat a bunch of food, and the food I do eat has to be protein heavy or just healthy in general, whatever that means. But at the end of the day, I do think without a doubt that anyone can do this. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take you to run 6 miles every day and whether or not you have the time. But it's a big time commitment if you think about it. It's 70 minutes of running daily, 10 to 15 minutes depending upon how quick you are with the push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. So that's a solid, let's say, 80 minutes a day. I'm not sure if running 6 miles a day is good in general. I don't know the science behind it, but I do know if I were to run 6 miles a day for my entire life, let's say, I would have some effed up knee joints, and just my legs in general I think would be screwed. It's a lot of pressure on your kneecaps, your shins, your feet. All my toes are all blistered and popped and bloodied and stuff like that. My inner thighs are super chafed up. They're kind of scabbed and bloodied on the inner thigh right here. When I started the challenge, I was at roughly 172.9 pounds, and I weighed in today at 167. I was gaining weight, losing weight, fluctuating pretty heavily the first week or so, and now I'm down 6 pounds somehow, so that's cool. Do I think the One Punch Man challenge is an overall good thing, bad thing? Despite the fact that this challenge is somewhat of a meme and not meant to be taken seriously, I think it's good. I think this is an overall positive. I think with proper dieting, that would definitely have helped. I think the mileage daily is too much. It would probably be ideal to incorporate some weight training here and there. I don't think the push-ups, the sit-ups, and the squats is enough to build beefy pecs or a fully cut, abs or anything like that. I think other exercises would definitely help. I think you're kind of limited in these 4 exercises, but cardio is good, I think, in general. Am I satisfied with the results? Honestly, I didn't expect to lose any weight. I didn't expect to get super toned or anything. I feel overall a little more tight in the muscles, just my body feels a little tighter. So I feel like I've definitely toned out a little bit. Besides the 6 miles a day, this challenge was a cakewalk, folks. And with that being said, I'm gonna take a few hours just to relax, bask in the fact that I completed this challenge. Shout out to Saitama, and I walked away with my hair, probably a heavier receding hairline. Feel free to subscribe. I have like 3 or 4 more 30-day challenges that I filmed this exact same month, so I was super busy this month. It was a grind, I will say. Follow me on Instagram at Tyler Oliveira Official if you want to critique my form and all of these exercises and roast my attempt at doing this challenge. Deuces.